A warm welcome to you to our weekly Community of Practice Sunday check-in sections for half an hour of Dharma reflection and community connections. So if you are a new member of our community, please accept our wholehearted warm welcome to you. We will also welcome any questions if you have any regarding to the practices and topics, and we love to help. So this is customary for people in Australia to begin any meeting by acknowledging the traditional owners of our land. I would like to start today by acknowledging the Tarawa people as the traditional owners of the land on which Nantian Institute resides. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all are, and I pay my respects to the elders in the past, present, and emerging. So the check-in sections have been developed by our communities of practice team and the entire community. The purpose of these sections is to develop a reflective practice in response to changes, guided by humanistic Buddhism. So we would like to cultivate our practices and to build memorable friendships. So last week, we had benefited a wonderful sharing on mindful movement. And today, we are grateful to have Joey Yo to share with us about infinity. So let's welcome Joey to guide us for this section. Joey, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Joyce. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all. So let's start off with our usual mindful check-in and get ourselves be more aware of our present moment. With some deep breaths and a couple of minutes of breathing meditation, we'll attempt to get ourselves ready for today's session. With our first 2 deep breaths in and out, we relax every part of our body from head to toe. With the next 2 deep breaths in and out, we relax our mind and return to the present moment. With the final 2 deep breaths in and out, we turn our focus to our breathing. Every breath in is a reminder that our current consciousness is interconnected to everyone. Every breath out is a reminder that our actions, words, and thoughts are like ripples to others, and that we must be
demeanor and begging in a peaceful and orderly manner. In begging for food and going from house to house, the Buddha practices patience and equality. He doesn't discriminate between who he receives from, nor the food he is given. And as he begs for food, the Buddha is also giving Dharma and teaching to the householder and displays generosity in sharing this precious gift. Lastly, he puts away his robe and bowl and straightens his mat. The Buddha practices diligence and meditation as he settles his body and mind and prepares to give his teaching. Discipline, patience, equality, generosity, diligence, and meditation, all in these 10 little lines. In the upcoming mindful movement session, I thought we could all take some time to align our body's movements with our minds. For today, let's come back to the first line of our checkout verse. And maybe one of these may feel right for you today. Maybe it's kindness. And we can be kind and provide grateful care for this body, which tirelessly serves us as we go about our daily lives and practice. Perhaps it's compassion. In accordance with our wish to serve others compassionately, today we're doing our best to maintain a body which can be healthy and strong. We all need equanimity too, in accepting and adjusting for the aches and pains, illness and limitations we may experience with this aging body, and realizing the reality of our body's impermanence, suffering, and the inevitable end. And finally, joy, in appreciating the health, abilities, and strengths of this body here right now, and being able to share the practice with everyone here today. As Venerable Master Xing Yun says, the human body is so hard to come by. Whatever your mind feels, let's align this as we practice today. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our friend, Louise Ozlaski, to guide us through the mindful movements session. Louise has been a long-term friend and volunteer of the community and led our live on-site communities of practice many times. She has won numerous international competitions in Tai Chi and Qigong and will be presenting the Ba Duan Jian today. She's in attendance and will be here to answer any questions later, but has kindly pre-recorded the session for us. So do get comfortable and let's get started. So it'll run for about 15 minutes, everyone. So make a little bit of space, but you can do these sitting or standing. Ready to go?
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me today to the COP practice. It's a privilege to be here, and I thank you very much for letting me share my passion of Qigong with you today. I've been practicing Tai Chi and Qigong for over 12 years and have had the privilege of practicing with masters in both areas of Tai Chi and Qigong. And it's my privilege to share some of that with you today. The main difference between Tai Chi and Qigong is Tai Chi is a martial art. So when practicing Tai Chi, one must be mindful of the martial art aspect of the practice and mentally note the intention of movement. It's in its martial arts form. Qigong is related to traditional Chinese medicine. So when developing and cultivating qi throughout the body, we mindfully bring that qi through our channels and or meridians, both strengthening the body and improving the health and enhancing general balance. The Qigong routine we're going to do today is the Ba Duan Jian, which is an 8 exercise routine. It's an aerobic exercise and very gentle and safe for any age group. You can do it sitting or standing, and with regular practice, one can feel the benefits of Qigong in mind, body and spirit in a short period of time. I've modified today's routine so it's not so challenging. It's a lot easier to do for you, but hopefully I'll put something up on YouTube so that you can see the full form. With the Diamond Sutra, I got an excerpt out of the sutra, so I'd like to read it to you. All bodhisattvas should develop a pure, lucid mind that doesn't depend upon sight, sound, touch, flavour, smell, or any thought that arises in it. A bodhisattva should develop a mind that functions freely without depending on anything whatsoever. So I think with regular Qigong practice, this is what we as Buddhists can aim towards. So let us begin with our practice by taking 3 deep breaths. Breathing deeply requires to breathing deep right down to what we call our dantian, which is below our navel. So taking an in-breath right down to our our dantian, and then up into our lungs. Don't raise the shoulders. Try and keep the shoulders down. Like people might go like that to take a deep breath, but we want to keep our shoulders nice and relaxed and down. So in through the nose and out through the nose. Slowly, smoothly, in a round and continuous way. Now, before we start any exercise, we should do some warm-up exercises. The first one is we'll just roll our shoulders back, up and back. Take our shoulder blades together as we roll our shoulders back. Then we're going to take them forward. I want you to take your toes onto the ground, raise the heels above, and just rotate our wrists and our heels from on our toes one way, and then reverse it and go the other way. Do that once more, and the other way. And our head, let's take our chin to our neck. Raise it up, down, up, to one side, gently, slowly, at your own pace. Don't rush anything, and be kind to yourself as you're doing it, with love, the smile on your face. Okay, for those who want to stay sitting, please stay on your chair. And for those who want to stand, I encourage you, let's stand. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for inviting. So standing shoulder width apart, feel the ground beneath your feet and bend your knees slightly. Bring your hands out to the side and in a circular motion, bring them in front of the dantian. Just take a couple of breaths here just to feel like a tree standing solid